Welcome back to another episode of Breaking Waves. This is Ben, our jean vest loving, fearless captain. One day he convinced me to go along with him on the adventure of buying and moving onto a sailboat, Kiana. And since then, we've had no regrets. I'm Allie, by the way, first mate and fishing enthusiast. And together, we've been exploring the Pacific Northwest, and one day we hope to take her home and our surfboards even further. Oh, this is Bruce, our sandy boat dog. Thanks for coming along with us, and special thanks to our patrons for keeping us going. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell. Oh my god. I can't believe this is a thing right
now. 4 brand new lithium ion phosphate batteries from Lynac, which is a Canadian supplier from Ontario. Super lightweight, 14.7 kilograms each. I'll open them up for you in a second here. But yeah, I just got back to the boat. She's looking good, just like we left her. And check this out. I don't know what this is. We love your channel. Good luck in Tofino. Looking forward to the videos. SV Floating Freedom. Wow, that's so nice. Pack of nudes. I guess people know that we like nudes. And thank you to SV Freedom. That was so kind to you guys, and stoked you guys are enjoying the channel. And I hope that well, maybe we'll be able to come catch up with you guys before we leave. They have their own YouTube channel as well, SV Floating Freedom. We've got 3 weeks until we sail around to the West Coast, and so it's project time. I think anybody that doesn't think that lithium is the future or the present of batteries, I think you're living in the past. I love the size of these things, love how light they are. Maximum current 120 amps, rated capacity 120 amps, but it is a 100 amp hour battery. So that's probably par for the course in battery technology. Yeah, if you're a Canadian boater and you're looking to make the upgrade to lithium, consider Lynac. Battleborn seems to have the market locked down in the American boat world. But after the exchange rate and customs and all that kind of stuff, it's expensive to order Battleborn to Canada. So I looked for a Canadian alternative, and I found what appears to be, I would say, a direct competitor, but with Canadian pricing, no customs, free shipping. I had these batteries within a week of ordering them. They have the same type of battery management technology, same warranty, pricing is good. So I think that, yeah, if you're a Canadian boater and you're looking to make the upgrade to lithium, consider Lynac. All right, so here's the old setup. So these are coming out, and the lithium are going in. 130 pounds, here we go. Just assume it went well.
And while Ben was at work the next day, we had an electrician come in and rewire the boat for lithium and hook up the new batteries.
It's looking pretty good. I've got house bank on the bottom, starting battery on top. Oh, this all looks way better. Oh, that looks nice actually. So that's all connected and working. There's still a few more components to go in, but it's well done. The workmanship looks really good. It's nice and organized. So the ACR is the system we decided to go with. There's the ACR. As I understand it, all the charging, the alternator, the solar, anything else we might have, shore power, wind, it all goes to the battery bank, like the house loads. And when there's a charging current or voltage on them, so like over 13 volts, the ACR senses that, and then it draws current from the house bank to the starter, so that it also charges, and it doesn't go the other way around, I think. That's how I understand it so far. So yeah, I'll need to draw a line diagram for you guys to help explain it, but yeah, that's the nice thing about going with the all lithium. Like, you wouldn't be able to do that if we went with traditional like AGM or lead acid starting battery. So keeping it all the same chemistry, even though lithium ion is more expensive. There's some advantages and simplicity in it. And if you got a bigger boat with a big engine on it, lithium, the amount of current required to start on a bigger engine, that can cause problems for lithium ion, so you got to check. But apparently for 55 horse, it's not an issue. You can use lithium for cranking. So that's what we're doing. I'm probably going to order another 100 amp hour for that space there. It'll fit perfect, and make this a 400 amp hour bank. I'm sure you guys have seen pretty much every other YouTube channel out there talk about these at some point or other. They're meant to be, well, it's a battery monitor if you don't know. And they Bluetooth connect to your phone, and they give you all sorts of data so that you can really understand how much power you're consuming. So before I got too tired last night, I started stringing this data cable from the new Victron smart monitor. So that's going through here, and it goes under here, and currently it's under there, so I have to take apart some of that woodwork in there so that I can send the cable up to here. This is something I've wanted for a really long time, so that's pretty cool. Look at all the information here. Okay, so this is the ultimate feature system that will be on Keanu. And what I've learned, well, I'll just go over it real quick with you. So this is the new chart plotter, the multifunctional display that we bought. That's going to go in the cockpit. Above the companionway, we'll have the 3 Triton displays for wind, depth, speed over ground, all that kind of stuff that anybody can see in the cockpit. Over by the nav station inside the boat, we'll have a VHS and AIS transponder and receiver combo, or it might be a couple different devices, but those will all be there and connected to the NMEA network. At the pilot station inside, we'll have another MFD someday, maybe, might not ever happen, but that's sort of like best case scenario. And then we've got the wind instrument, the radar, and the depth and speed transducer that all have to connect into the network. And so up here, this is called the backbone. And the backbone is the, this style of cable. And all of these here, these are T-fittings that look like this. And the idea is that you always have 2, no more, no less terminations. So 1 termination here, 1 termination here, sort of like beginning and end. Everything sort of runs from stern forward, or however you want to organize it really, but the idea is that everything drops into a T-fitting along your backbone, is what they call it. This here is a power node, so that came in this kit that I just bought. It's this piece here. And this is where I was confused. So the power node is something that has to go into the backbone and drop in, and it goes into your panel, and you it's got a 5 amp fuse, and you put it on a breaker, probably labeled instruments. And what that does is it gives power to your Triton displays and to your depth and your wind, but it doesn't give power to other things like MFDs, radio, AS. Those all have their own separate power cords. So here we go.
We can make it better than it ever was. I know the road is long, but we're not giving up.
Yeah, it came from the old instruments that we're not using anymore.
We can make it better than it ever was. I know the road is long, but we're not giving up.
And for the install, was to cut out here and here anyway, and create this plate for the chart plotter to sit on, and then use clamp collars to put it back together so there's still a guardrail to grab. Seen it done on a marine how-to website, it's called. Really good website for DIY stuff. It's been a pretty big battle. I spent like 2 days just trying to get this backbone in for the instruments and chart plotter. Alright, weekend's winding down and finally got my cable where I want it to be. This is the data cable coming from the chart plotter, and this is where a bunch of them are going to all meet in here. Whew, that was tough. Got my power cables to follow, so these are going to, once I put a fuse on the red cable, they're going to come in and down into 54, and once I connect it into there, it'll be connected to GPS, and I'll be able to control it right here. I know for most of you this is probably like a very simple installation, but for me, I've never done anything like this on a boat or in a house. And if it works, I'm going to be pretty excited. If it doesn't, I'm going to go to bed deflated and defeated. Woohoo! All right. Kiana is in the current millennium. So excited. Back to the work week. Sorry there wasn't more Allie. She'll be joining us real soon on Kiana. Don't worry. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button.
Well, we're heading out. We have spent the day packing up, getting the boat ready. It was tiring. We didn't think we needed to film because you've probably seen us do it 1,000 times. But the boat's organized. We got groceries. We got booze. we have packed
Water, fuel, propane.
Packed everything.
Getting off the dock, giving up the slip. We're giving that all up and don't even really have a plan on how we're gonna, we don't have a dock lined up in Tofino, but it doesn't matter because it's time to take this boat to the west coast of Vancouver Island. That's a happy engine. Sort of.
Finally, we untied the dock lines and pushed off of the dock, giving up our slip, not really sure where our next slip would be. We were leaving Nanaimo behind with our next stop, Canoe Cove, on the way to the beautiful west coast of Vancouver Island.
What are we doing today?
And we're gonna drink our coffees. Look at that bright thing that's shining into the cockpit.
It's gonna be the only sun we see our whole holiday.
I didn't even know what it is.
We're getting a new mainsail today.
Wow! We're getting a new mainsail today. We get to go through the process too with Precision Sails and see their sail loft, which will be pretty cool.
Bruce is, as usual, just wishing he was not on the boat.
Pussy! Not a bad morning view. Next time on Breaking Waves, we are here in Canoe Cove. We visit Precision Sales in Sydney and get a brand new mainsail. We're heading to the office to check out how they designed it. We visit their office to see the behind the scenes of making a sail. And of course, we test it out sailing. If you haven't already, make sure you hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on our journey around Vancouver Island. And don't forget to hit that bell.